Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Evelynn in the mid lane and showing you how to carry. She's really strong right now. For your best runes possible, take Electrocute with Sun Impact, Eyeball Collection, Ultimate Hunter with something mana. So either Presence of Mind or Mana Flow. Then we have Absolute Focus, double AP, and Armor. I thought we were up against an Irelia. I would actually rather play against Irelia here. Typically, Dark Seal refills the way to go. That way you can start getting your stacks as soon as possible, similar to why you see a Katarina start Dark Seal or a Caston start Dark Seal, playing a KDA kill heavy champion. We want to try to get our Electrocute off early, so landing the initial Q helps out a lot with that. So we just missed the initial one. We could push this early on this guy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty slow. We didn't quite get the Electrocute, just needed one more Q on him there. It's really hard to out trade that quick combo if you can land your initial Q against them. And then you can kind of Q through the minions on top of them if they're standing close to them, and also use your Q to last hit as well. It's really spammable. Go ahead and get our E next. Pop a potion as well. Try to get as much CS as possible while still controlling the lane. Peel off to the side here. It's an Ezreal jungle, so he's likely to gank early. We need to get a word down. And also try to hit this guy with our abilities whenever mana flows up. There it is. Aw, he walked back. Couldn't quite get it there. Put it on the back line. Mixing in your autos as you go in for the Q helps out a lot with not missing, because the Qs themselves only do so much damage individually. We'll go ahead and reset. Have the wave crash. We'll pick up W level 3. Shouldn't really lose any minions off this since we crashed at first. Auction can only push so fast. First item rush, you want to get as much of your Ludens as possible. Ludens is super valuable on Evelynn. You have to build a mana item if you're going to play Evelynn as a top or mid, because you don't have the jungle item to give you back constant mana whenever you're in the jungle or river areas. So Ludens into Lichbane is really strong for the mobility and burst, then Rabadon. Ludens, Lich, Rabba. Tier 2 boots, generally best to go for Sork still. Looks like we missed really no minions there. Maybe 2 melees? I'm not sure. The way it's pushing to us since we crashed it. Can push it really fast with just a few Qs. I assume he wants to reset. I don't have a very big incentive for trying to push this way because of that. Got the Electrocute. If you tried to turn, I would have held off on proccing the charm. That way we could get the full charm instead of just the slow on it. He's playing so passive. He's going to regret that once I'm level 6. Because once I'm 6, he's not really going to be able to do anything. The power of auto attacks and Q. With just autos or with just Q singular, last hitting's hard, but with both, makes it easy. Your Q prioritizes whatever you're attacking, or if you're not currently attacking anything, it'll prioritize whatever you landed the initial Q on. Got it. He hasn't reset for items yet. That was a solid combo. Your E speeds you up, so we can disengage off that fast. He took fleet, so he's healing up a little bit, but only so much. Play it nice and slow. The higher HP you stay, the better. If you're missing a lot of HP, your passive will heal you. It heals you more based on your HP threshold, and it scales off of AP. So the more items you have, ultimately the more HP it'll heal. Right now, it'll only heal up to 486 HP. We currently have a CS advantage on him. It's kind of interesting. He is playing really defensive though, so he's not willing to trade with us at all, really. There's the Electrocute proc. We win the trade, and now we'll shove the wave. Q through pretty much the whole thing. Once we're 6, things will start to get a little bit more spicy. We can roam off and also get picks with R. E is a decent AoE damage when it's empowered. It empowers once your passive kicks in, so you haven't taken damage and you're not currently attacking. We need to reset though. We're low mana. Lost Chapter makes it to where you'll never really run out of mana. It's really, really nice. Really, really useful. Every time you level up, you get a huge chunk back, plus 300. And at this point, mana flow is nearly fully stacked, which is currently giving us 175 mana. Will be giving us 250 eventually. 250 mana is 5 free Qs at this point. 50 mana per 4 Qs. Let me go ahead and push this real quick. Always want to push before you roam. That way you're not missing a bunch of golden XP. He still hasn't backed. We could straight up kill him even without Ignite. We'll go see if we can kill their jungler. Ezreal jungle is definitely off meta, but if he can get early gold, it's pretty scary, just like a Twitch jungle is. Got it. Nice, nice, nice. I had to proc my charm early because he knew I was there for whatever reason. So we had to go in for the slow. I still have R. He's going to walk into me here. Hey, friend. Get the E on him. Got the slow. We'll walk him down. I don't even need to use R. Evelynn's Q is such a short cooldown that fights like that, you have much more shred than most champions have. The only champions who can match your shred, so kind of damage over time, are champions that are running lethal tempo or Conqueror. So for things like an Irelia, a Darius, those type of things. But a Pressy attacker or fleet is not going to be able to match your damage output really at all. I have high HP. I can stay. Or roam. I still have R. One more Q and the wave's pushed. Go ahead and R away. I should be fine here. Get a little bit of healing from passive. And I assume Ezreal flashes on a cooldown here. Ezreal can't fight me either. Is he waiting in the brush? Okay, he doesn't seem to be. We healed back up all the way up to 623. Dark Soul's giving us some stacks. Go ahead and push this. Try to Q through the whole thing. Auto attack E reset. Nice, nice, nice. Auction goes bot. Couldn't really match that. So I'm missing a big chunk of health. I'm getting a lot of plates out of it. My bot lane may just end up killing them all. I'll try to show you guys an Evelynn top lane here, or maybe just another Evelynn mid. These guys are going to FF early. They don't know how to handle it. Also, I don't think Auction was a great pick into Evelynn mid. I think that was a mistake. You want to ban a jungler when you pick Evelynn mid. Ban something like Hecarim, or Hecarim, Zinzao, Warwick, those type of things. An obvious jungle pick to where they'll think you're an Evelynn jungle and not Evelynn mid. Evelynn mid is very uncommon, so no one's going to think it's Evelynn mid, most likely. Ezreal's kind of low. He's killable. We'll do target champions only, put the W on him. Auto attack E reset. I get his blue buff. He gets over the wall. Gotta get out here. I'm sitting on 3k gold. I'll back in the pit. I don't want to walk into them on the way back to lane. We can go over the wall if we need to. I haven't actually had to use my R. I think I've only used it once. Got a full Ludens once again. You have to go for a mana mythic first. Otherwise, you'll constantly be out of mana. Guess I could run Mobies. Not a big fan of them, though. I'll just run Lucids for now. As funny as they might seem on Evelynn, they're actually pretty good. Evelynn's Q and E are fairly spammable. Having them on a slightly shorter cooldown is solid. I don't like mobilities on Eve. I think they're crap. Because once you have your measure, you're already faster than most people in the game anyways. You can run them down to lane your charm setup. Auction roams bot again. He's probably going to end up dying down there. He's not ahead and he's roaming. Of course, not getting much value. He should be roaming I'm trying to kill my top laner because that's my weakest lane right now. The weakest player on our team. Take as much of this as I want. Their whole team's squishy. Literally, their whole team, I can one-shot any of them. Meanwhile, we have a tank and a proper... I guess really 2 tanks. Khan plus the Mundo there. We have a much better comp overall. Go for the Emax second here. Probably getting collapsed on. Since Kai'Sa's just sitting there acting like she can fight me. Might be able to kill Auction as he crosses over here, looking for another rotation. Gotta get in the brush. Making sure no one was in there with oracles first. We'll land our slow nice and early on him so he can't get away. And down he goes. Your Q does way less damage if you miss the first Q, because it makes all the additional ones do extra damage. So we're able to shred him so fast. Q auto attack E reset. Optimal damage output. We had our W mixed in as well for the slow. 65% for nearly a full second. We have R. We could definitely look for the roam. I'm not worried about the jungler soloing me though, so there's no downside to really just staying here. Heal back pretty fast. Heal all the way up to 788 HP right now. The more AP we get, the higher that'll go. He's about to do the same thing Akshan did. Just jump right into me without knowing it. No, never mind. He went for wolves. Or was Auction about to die the same way? Yeah, he's about to die the same way. That's kind of funny. We literally killed him the same exact way there. I'll rotate bot. I have flash, exhaust, and a decent amount of HP. No full item, tier 1 boots each. Auto attack, QE. Exhaust on the Kai'Sa. And down she goes. They can't dodge your auto attack like they can your Q. So if you go to throw out a Q and they end up flashing it, it feels really bad. Which is why I led in there with an auto attack initially. You can lead in with an E. They can't outplay your E. If you're in range to use it, it'll land no matter what. As long as you've started the animation. They can't cancel it or flash out of it. Your empowered E, this one, attaches. So if they flash over a wall or something, it'll attach to it. Your non-empowered one doesn't attach. Let's go ahead and pick up a Mej. We'll grab as much of Lichbane as we can, and we'll grab Blue Ward at this point. Once you're level 9 and up, the Blue Ward's the best one. Farsight Alteration. What a cool name. Very cool. Back in my day in the shop, you could buy green and pink wards. As many as you wanted. So when people were trolling, they would sell all their items and just fill their inventory up with wards and lay them down. Now the only way to get wards is through your trinkets or through having a support item. We're 10 Mej stacks. Once your Dark Seal's at 10 stack, you want to get Mej for the extra mobility. Plus you can stack it up to, what is it, like 24? Yeah, 25 stacks. Gives the most AP in the game out of any single item. Moving at 417 as well. It's pretty much faster than all of them. I have R here. We'll put it on. I wanted to put it on Kai'Sa, but we didn't have very good range for it. Whip him with the R. Go back in. It's easier to set up like a sneaky flank if you have multiple points in your W, because your W gets way more range per level. So there, if I wanted to put W on the front line, make them think I was approaching from front or side instead of from the rear, I kind of got too close to Nami and she was able to see me there for a moment. Walk her down some Qs. Down she goes. Pass is going to heal us up to 1090. And they quit. So I'll go ahead and take you guys to part 2 and give you guys another flavor. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2. This time in our runes, we took Relentless Hunter instead of Ultimate Hunter to get a little bit more prio and roam potential. Up against a Vladimir, it's not a bad matchup by any means. I don't think we'll be able to kill him though. So we'll see how it goes. We're just going to be mainly farming up, playing for level 6 like you normally would on Eve. The enemies did a heavy invade and they found a pick. Hopefully they don't both die here. It looks like they're both Ooh, she just barely got out of that one. Go ahead and bop her with my Q, and we both get away. Cool, cool, cool. I didn't lose too much HP there either. Who got the gold from that? I'm glad it wasn't Vladimir. I did go to Cassante, though. Best of luck to Ornn up there. Should be an interesting matchup. So, yep, going to be the same build. Ludens, Lich, Raba. Playing against Vlad. He probably has second wind in his runes. Oh, he already has a Dark Steel stack from that little... That's my mana flow. Getting mana flow is actually pretty easy on Evelynn. You just set up a Q on the minion in front of you. He's trying to find that Q on me. I'm not going to give it to him. Got it. I'm actually farming a lot better this game than last game. Looks like he went for Taste of Blood. Not the best trade for me. Oh, does he get it? Okay, he didn't get the Q. I'm actually okay with that then. I am a-okay with that. I'm just going to try to push here anyways. He's dead. Oh, no. Bro, he lived with like 15 HP. That sucks. If we had landed that last Q-tipper, we win that. But that's okay. Trade went pretty well. We get to reset first since we crashed first. They should bounce back to me since cannon and backlines are underneath turrets. We can't buy anything very good here. I'm not even gonna bother. I don't want to buy control words right now. So you see the way he's pushing back to me. My cannon's gonna die first. We'll have an XP advantage on this guy in theory. Cannons do about 2.5 range creeps worth of damage. And yeah, his wave also reinforced first, so that's pretty good for us. Exhaust is best for Evelynn since she has a lot of damage over time with Q spams. You need to be able to stay alive and hold them still. That's why Ignite is just kind of pointless to take on her. Now the wave's pushing towards us. There's the mana flow. Thank you very much, buddy. He's kind of trying to reset this wave a little bit. Able to get some hits on him. He's trying to get his Taste of Blood off, I think, is what's going on. Yeah, that's what that was. Hey, friend. I timed that pretty well, not gonna lie. Solid. We are running out of mana, though. This is why you need to get early mana on Evelynn. This is why you have to rush mana first item. Otherwise, this is what will happen. Especially when I'm casting my W there. Should be fine. The wave's in a weird spot. He should really just come catch it mid lane. Vlad can only push it so fast. I'll probably just grab boots, head back to lane. Grab mana. Yeah, we'll head back like this. I don't want to miss everything. He can only push it so fast early on something like Vlad. Vlad needs a considerable amount of levels before he can giga push it. Moore's going bot side here. Once we have the mana, we'll be good to go. We could even run TP in this matchup. That might actually have been better. I can see TP actually making a lot of sense in matchups like this where it's a war of attrition. Because he can't actually out-trade us, but he can trade off his health for our mana, and then we can't really do anything. But once we have Lost Chapter, I don't think he can do very much. Maybe we get a plate here. Nah, not quite. I want to get him with my mana float. He wouldn't let me get that. Got it. Almost got the electrocute on him. Need to get the cannon. I'm gonna run away. I don't know why they think they can keep up with me. I have boots and Vlad doesn't. He doesn't have flash either. So that was a wasted gank from them. And I'm chilling. They didn't get too much out of it. He can't freeze it the best from that position because of his wave, so it's fine. We get to go back, get our refills, get a chunk of this. Not too shabby. We soaked 2 ganks, haven't died. We're up CS. Getting close to Lost Chapter. Once we're 6, we can carry the game. I'm thinking maybe top roams, because Morgana Black Shield's going to make the charm hard. My bot lane only has so much magic damage to scrape the shield. Probably put charm on Morg and go for Kaisa type of thing. We'll see. Got Mana Flow and Electrocute off that. He actually got that one though. I'm actually live here. He's tanking the damage from his R. He's dead. He doesn't have flash. And I got to hold my R as well. I knew he couldn't kill me in time. His minions are actually like going to kill me though. Holy crap. I was getting focused down there so hard. Later Morgana. She burned flash for that too. She didn't black shield in time. Auto attack R. I'm out of there. I need to have this wave pushed. I'll just let him push it. I don't need to stay for that. We'll take it, man. Vlad and Eve. I think it's definitely Eve favored, but in terms of what I could have done better, maybe even starting tier instead of Dark Seal, because mana up until Lost Chapter in a matchup like this is so freaking important. Can't afford what I want, so I gotta head back out. Oh man, you just got destroyed. Yi is level 5, 8 minutes into the game. As a full clear style jungler, you should not be hitting level 5, 8 minutes. You should be hitting at the latest 7-minute 40. That means he's been doing ganks that haven't been panning out and he hasn't been really focused on farming. Go ahead and push this out. I think Dragon's gone. Go ahead and push the whole wave with some Qs. Ideally, you want to put the first Q on the cannon, since that one's the tankiest. Take the cannon faster that way. As long as you're hitting as much of the wave as possible. Look at all that mana we just got back. Huge chunk. 20% of your maximum mana over 3 seconds on every level up. He's giving up guaranteed plates, guaranteed kind of golden XP from the minions. For a roam, wouldn't recommend on Vladimir. It's a high risk way of playing that champ. Vlad is extremely item reliant and level reliant, so taking those risky plays is just not really worth it. Wait, Morgana's here? Nice try, friend. She's faster than me, but I at least have tier 1s, and Vlad doesn't have any boots, so it's going to be hard for Vlad to even keep up in that situation. Kind of want him to use his Q first, his empowered Q, before I go in. That way he doesn't heal off of what I'm about to do. It's a good electrocute trade. He hit me with his rocket belt or whatever. His item he has does a big chunk of damage. My Q actually outranges what he can do. I have no clue why Morgana is still here though. It's so weird. If he full proc charm, it gives you back the I think it gives you back the mana. I don't remember now. Yeah, it refunds the cost if you full proc it. A lot of the times you don't get to full proc it against champs though, because you have to do it early just for the slow. So it's just one of those things. He's walking into so much of my stuff and he's playing up like he can't die to a gank. It's wild. I can't really out trade that. His flash is going to be up here too soon in a second, if it's not already up. I might have to start roaming here. I am sitting on pretty much a full item. This isn't a cannon wave. Might need to actually stay here. He led in with Q way too early there. He doesn't have phase rush. I'm gonna R back. I'm not sure what he has up. I don't remember if he's used his flash or not. It's fine. He burned his ignite and his R. I healed up a bit. I should be able to grab most of that. I have Cannon Wave to reset on. We're chilling. I can go back and get full item here. Luden should do quite nicely. Let's go ahead and get Blue Ward as well. More AP we get, the more health we get from passive. The threshold goes up to 782, which is over half of our health. It's pretty solid. More Laid Herald mid. That'll scrape a plate and a sliver. Or did they change it back to 2 plates? That looked like about 2. He likes coming mid. I don't know why. A lot of times when he comes, it's not a very good gank either. Where there's just really no way to get a kill. I'll lay that defensive for the yeet. Vlad's going to want to back since I have item advantage here. Auto attack cute. Let's go bot side here. The Relentless Hunter is going to get us there faster. Relentless Hunter is actually pretty interesting because it lets you delay tier 2 boots. And you're still moving as fast as people tier 2s. At least outside of combat. Taking a lot of turret damage there. Tristan just needs to jump out. And now I gotta run. That wasn't worth. She didn't have to flash to do that. I could have easily cleaned up there. It was greedy. At least I get some Dark Seal stacks out of it. I think I also got exhausted in that fight by the Morgana. You know, full item. Neither is Vlad though. It's gonna be hard for you to stay on top of him without his R on is the thing. Should be able to beat Vlad here in theory. Guess let's see. He's trying to hit me with those annoying Qs. He still doesn't have boots, so I'm kind of faster than him still. Got them both. Empowered E is AoE damage. His Q's on a cooldown. Oh, Mort has Rylai's. That's kind of scary. Vlad's getting a lot of people to just like come and stand in his lane. There's the Electrocute proc. Oh, this guy messed up. Got it. He was really low. Evelynn art is way more damage the lower on health they are. It's a bit of a tool to be used like an execute when they're already low. Just like he was there. We time it right as he's coming out of pool. And down he goes. 8 Dark Seal stacks. I have boots. Moore doesn't have boots. I should be able to get this. Right, oof. These Morg roams are brutal. She keeps coming back mid every time I go for the turret. Kind of want to kill Cassante. I have the cutoff route on him. Can flash Q EM. He has some magic resist, some HP. Should be able to get him with my electrocute being up. We're going to spend the first one. Flash Q. And then we're chilling. The first one has a long cast time and you have to stand still. So if you're in a situation where they're already really low, having your first Q on cooldown is oftentimes an advantage for you because the subsequent Qs don't cancel your autos, they don't cancel your movement, and they're hard to react to because they come out faster, less of an animation. So in that situation, it's better to have our first Q on a cooldown and just hit him with a subsequent Q. It also makes him feel safer, like, oh, she wasted the first one. Very few players, let alone very few Eve mains realize that interaction, let alone just the general players who don't play her. They just think you messed up and now you can't really close in on them. You got my turret first. I have 10 Mej though, so as long as I don't die, I carry. Morg might very well be here. Q's already off a cooldown because I prepped it on the cannon minion there. Got the kill. His R kills me with the minions though, so that's not worth it all. He had Ignite, I didn't have Ignite. We're both one full item. I lost the Mej though, so that's really not worth. My bad. If the minions weren't there, I might have lived. Took 217 damage from minions. It's a massive, 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 massive chunk in HP. What is that, 1/8? 1/8 of my health. From like 3 ranged minions there. I might have lived. It would have been close. Got Aether Whisper, 4 stacks of Relentless, so we're moving pretty quick, especially out of combat. We've been moving a lot faster with Mej. Need to get this Mej back up. Kaisa just gives away the kill. They're trying to rush down turrets. We need to play for dragons. Our jungler's not high CS, high ganks, or high dragons at the moment. Master Yi will hit his power spike eventually, though. Tristana keeps killing herself for no reason. Lulu's giving it away. Whenever you have an invisible teammate, if you act like they're there, the enemies will realize something's happening. Lulu should have gone back to the wave, essentially. Morgana would try to recall right there, and then we'd kill her. At least they lose turrets. Vlad just dumped a big wave mid, it looks like. I'll stay and kill their AD carry. She's not tanky at all. Just walk her down, W. Wait, why is Morgana here, though? She's came back casually. She has vision of me right now. I wouldn't have done that, though, bro. Whoa, she didn't die. My R did no damage there. Holy crap. I was trying to whip it before Morgana hit me with this snare, and then I couldn't R. Wow, that actually didn't kill. I don't know if she took an Oblivion Orb in her runes in the sorcery tree or what, but that really should have killed. I even applied my Q. Kind of interesting. Vlad has 2 Dark Seal stacks. I have 4 Mesh stacks. I can get tier 2 boots here. I don't need to stay on the map. Drag's up in 50. Yeah, I should reset before drag spawns. No clue why Trist is mid. Because there's no turret here anyways. We don't even have a turret to retreat to. It'd actually be safe for her to just be bot, probably. Alright, it's time for Sorks. I'm not going to go Lucids because I can actually afford the Sorks. It's better to get these if you can afford it and you can't buy anything else anyways. We need to be as strong as possible for this dragon fight with as much burst as possible. Master Yi could not secure the kill. We should be able to cheese down dragon while 3 of them are top side. I know I can solo Kaisa. I know I can. Just have to stay on her for longer. My R does no damage to her. She's 1400 health. Just so squishy. Lead in with an auto attack EQ. Since your E puts you right on them, it makes your Q, your first Q, like land pretty much no matter what if you do it properly. She's so annoying. She ended up flashing out for some reason. That was weird. She did a good job holding on to her snare, though. She's going back for the wave? I can't tell. This is weird. Yeah, they're gonna get this dragon. This sucks. Her snare's on cooldown. I can finish her with my autos. Got a deep flash over the wall. I gotta stay on the move here. That was a horrible control where it didn't get in brush. That flash barely went over the wall. I was so far away, but I had to get it off immediately before Vlad could finish the kill. Sheesh. That was decent, though. I got mesh stacks out of it. I'm moving super fast now. 10% movement speed off mesh. Trish jumps out. I don't really want to fight Vlad. My CS is suffering now. I'm not getting a chance to really farm. 1% alive is Vlad and Morgana. Get all our health back. I have 2 wards on the map. Let's get a 3rd one. Put it right there. There's 1 blue ward. There's 1 blue ward. Taking up a lot of space. I only have a vision score of 9. I mean, that's pretty high value. We know they're not pushing into our jungle and doing cheeses or getting vision down. My ward score is so low. R's up. Can camp bush or the wall on her here. Lulu's gonna give this away. Vladimir blood pool, so I can't really stay on top of it. Bushes and walls are your best friend on Eve because you can see them coming and they can't see you. We're out of there. Later, Cassante. I kind of need to spend my gold. I just don't have as much as I'd like. My gold is so low right now. Cassante is kind of problematic. I certainly can't solo him raw. At least not right now. Put the charm on Vlad. Lasts for 2.5 seconds on the application. So. Oh, this is bad. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh my god. The Cassante CC is so strong. Oh, that was not worth. I shouldn't have followed my teammates there. They were way too deep. And then I decided it was good to follow that. Oh, even if we get 3 kills and then die, it's not worth. We're losing so much Mej and shutdown gold. It's not worth. Gotta stay alive at all costs. Now he's at 10 Dark Seal stacks. Bit of an oof. And they have triple dragon. Oh boy. Even though we have 25 kills to 14, we have 0 shutdown gold. In fact, Vlad has shutdown. Their team has more gold than us right now, even with less kills. Kind of wild how that works. That's why dragons are so important. Even if they have 4 dragons, if we kill them, we don't get a dragon for free or a partial dragon. I assume Vlad wants to back here. I think I died there if Mord followed that. Oh, he tried to R-mate, but he couldn't. He lost vision, so it canceled the R. I need someone to pop the Vlad blood pool so I can more easily kill him. Got the charm and the EQ. I'm 100% dead though. Yeah, I got nowhere to go. Vlad's running the game right now. We're fighting without our full team there as well. It's certainly not making it easy. Xante's walking up super tanky, still full HP. While I get mauled to death by a Mordekaiser, very cool. So this dragon's going to decide the game. If we give it to him, it's not winnable. If we get it, we can certainly win. Still more CS than Vlad. A little surprised by that. Been having to share with my teammates for a while. He has more gold than me, though. He has 2 full items. Less kills, less CS, but, you know. That's how shutdown gold works. You don't need as many kills. You don't need as much CS. All you need is a shutdown. And now you're the most fed person in the game. Oh, they rushed Baron. I think that's a mistake. They're quite a bit stronger than us right now. They could have taken Drag Soul. They didn't need Baron. Kaisa's rage split pushing. We'll go kill her. We can't deal with Cassante. We can't deal with Mordekaiser. We can't deal with Vlad quickly. The only person we can deal with is kind of Morgana and kind of Kaisa. Finish her with R. Triss can kind of shred them, especially if she builds some magic resist. Need more gold. Vlad doesn't... He just lost Dark Seal stacks at least. That's good. More's gonna fall off to an extent as long as I don't get Drag Soul as well. Let's go ahead and put this right there. Oh, they just broke all my blue wards. All the blue wards I put on the map are gone now. I had like 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all gone. I have to make it look like I left this area. Kai'Sa's gonna come back. She just spawned and she's gonna want to catch this wave. I kind of have to leave it and make it look like it's a safe space for her. Yeah, just like that. My R is almost up. I could kill more. Trist flashes the hook. Kind of missed out there. Didn't have to R for it. Not bad. He did end up killing the Trist, though. Cassante, we got to get away from that. I don't want him to flash R me. I can't handle that. Gonna get back up to nearly 1200 HP, and then I can kill Kai'Sa. I wonder if her R's still on a cooldown, or if it's that short of a cooldown. She's trolling her team super hard. She's trying to solo lose the game for her teammates right now. She really, really is. She just needs to group. Vlad's huge. They have 3 frontliners that are super tanky that we can't deal with properly. Hey, we get the blue buff. Sick. Oh, Morgana's coming to cut me off, seriously. Oh, I don't have the tools to kill her right now. Not quickly enough. She has an HP item as well. Always complicates things a bit. She may be in that brush. I don't want to walk over there. I don't want to walk over there. Might be able to find a pick. Decent damage. Just not level 3 R quite yet. There's the charm. But I can't even do all of his HP. I needed 20% more damage, and then I could have R'd him. Mastery just died top. There it goes. Just walk him down, get the charm. We had an HP advantage. He couldn't win it even with a huge item advantage right now. It's basically 2,000 more gold spent than me. I can't fight Mord. He's too tanky. The champion's really annoying for Eve to deal with. Big shield, pops you in his R. He has Rylai, so you can't outplay him very much. I don't need to back. Yeah, I can't afford my Raba. Can't get away from that. Even with my charm slow and exhaust, she absolutely shredded me. It's also the Bork, the 3rd auto. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, I should have just reset. I really, really, really wanted the 2nd needlessly large rod there, because now I'm gonna come out of base with only 1 and 900 gold in my pocket. Sucks. Skies is not even behind in items. She's 2 and 9. She has 2 full and partials. I'm 2 full partials. Team's looking for a fight when the only thing we should be fighting for right now is Dragon. We'll buy a control word. Heck, I could even buy an elixir here. The game's about to be over. If they get this dragon, they win the game. If we get it, we're still in it, so might as well grab a sorcery elixir. They took 10 years to kill Kai'Sa there. What in the world? It was like a legit 10 years they were hitting Kai'Sa. It's like, guys, God, kill her. They've probably already got the dragon at this point. Morgana can just walk me down here. They get the dragon. I kill Vlad, though. It's probably not even worth. I would much rather have died and gotten the dragon. I like how she didn't speed me up. She sped Ornn up. These slows are brutal, dude. Barely able to kill him. He's taking 10% reduced damage and dealing 10% more damage when he's below half health. It's a Cassante. Oh my goodness. Ornn couldn't hit the plant in time. We gotta kill this guy. He's an issue. I'm pretty fast though with the mesh here. He's being greedy. He shouldn't have turned. That was really greedy. The game's over now. I don't think they can win as long as I stay alive. I can get my raw, but even with Drag Soul. Chemtech Drag isn't the best soul in the game at all. All I need is good charms on Vlad and it's very winnable. That is the key. Big charms on Vlad forces blood pool. Comes out of blood pool, we can proc it if we're close enough. The travel time of our Q, or the time it takes to auto attack, we should be able to consistently land full charms on him. Lulu needs to speed me up. Oh, I could have killed her there. I didn't realize she walked that way. Is Kaisa over here? I can back and get full Rob up. Might as well. Whew, let's see how tanky he is. Looks like he got his Anyas. So yeah, the startup for you to be able to land your charm is 2.5 seconds. Blood pool only lasts for 2 seconds. Once it's full setup, it'll last for 2.5 seconds. So he has to time his blood pool perfectly, and even if he does, you will still have a bare minimum of 0.5 second to land your charm when he comes out of it. That's why it's weighted so heavily against Vlad. This guy's getting shredded. Oh my goodness. Ornn couldn't kill him. I don't have blood pool for the Vlad, or W for the Vlad here. Down he goes. That's a double slow on the Morg, and they just lost. That just goes to show how weak Chemtech Drag Soul is. It's really not that strong. I'd much rather have Wind Drag Soul for the ridiculous movement speed. That should be game. Oh, I'm gonna flash away. It's not worth dying. The Kai'Sa's shredding. Down he goes. He does a lot of max health damage. 22% max health damage when it's empowered. 14% when it's not. And it was empowered there. That's GG's. We have the minions. Have Q for the Lichbane procs. And we can use it against the minions on our Q. And that is GG's, man. Evelynn mid. Insane scaling. Really, really strong. So yeah, damage dealt, damage taken. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we had the most damage dealt in the game while constantly throwing mesh stacks and shutdown gold. That's kind of crazy. For damage taken, we had taken a medium amount, and for runes, high value. Evelynn mid lane, really strong right now. Evelynn in general, very strong right now. She's viable top mid and support, and of course jungle. The only place you wouldn't want to play her is like APC bot lane instead of the AD carry. That's about it. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is King Sticks. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.